If you've ever walked into your salon, heard your front desk answer the phone, and thought, that is not how I trained them, then this is for you. Because teaching your team what to say is not just a nice to have thing, it's the foundation of your brand. And if you've ever felt frustrated, like, I've said this 100 times. I told them how to answer the phone. I don't understand why it's not clicking. Then let's talk. Because what's missing? It's not just training, it's a script, it's a system, a shared language. So let me take you back. I remember the first time I trained a new front desk hire. It was a Monday morning. I was feeling proud, organized. I went over how to greet a guest, how to answer the phone, how to offer a drink. I thought, wow, I'm just really killing it over here. And the next day, I'm shampooing towards the back, and I hear the phone ring, and she picks it up and says, hello. It was like her personal iPhone. And my soul left my body. But here's the thing, she wasn't trying to mess up. I thought I told her, but she didn't know because I never gave her the map. I just said, go to that town over there without telling her the turns, the landmarks, the destination. And it hit me. Scripts aren't micromanaging, they're clarity, they're freedom. And here's what happens when you don't teach scripts. A team member, they make it up as they go. So if you don't teach scripts, it's like they're just, golly, they're all over the place. This is where inconsistencies can really creep in, and this is where guests lose trust. It just feels like an inconsistent path to get there. Your brand feels unstable. You become the bottleneck. You're repeating yourself nonstop. I want to break it down like this. So, like a GPS, if I said, hey, meet me at this cute new lunch spot, and you got in the car with no address, no directions, you'd get lost, right? And yet, every day at the salon, salon owners are asking their front desk, their stylists, their support team, to create excellence with no scripts, no roadmaps, just vibes. And that's not leadership. That's truly hope. And hope is not a business strategy. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I don't want my team to sound like robots. Me neither. That's why we write our scripts with personality, with heart, with voice, because scripts aren't meant to box people in. They give them a confident starting point. So think about Chick-fil-A. Every My Pleasure feels warm, it feels consistent, and it trains the guest to trust the experience. So consistency, it's not cold, it's comforting. And in your salon, that's how you build raving fans. Because when I finally implemented hospitality scripts across my salon, I stopped repeating myself. I saw confidence in my front desk rise, and I watched new guests instantly trust the brand. So you imagine walking in tomorrow and knowing exactly what your team will say, Then when a guest walks in, when someone calls, when someone says, can I get a haircut? It's no guessing. There's no improvising. It's just truly alignment. And really what that does is it frees up your brain. It frees up your time. It allows your team to grow into leadership because they know the words. Here's the shift that I want from you. I want you to go away from, having that chaos at the front desk. It's like every guest experience is slightly different. Your team is winging it and you're micromanaging or fixing mistakes. 2, I want you to feel like you have peace when you walk in, So, I want your hospitality really to truly match your brand, and have team members who own their role and guests who rebook, they refer, they, are raving fans of yours. And if you want to make this easy, we're giving you our salon business school hospitality scripts for free. We've tested them, we've refined them, and used them across thousands of guest visits and hundreds of salons. So just text the word scripts to 469-283-5590. So that's the word scripts, SCRIPTS, to 469-283-5590. And we'll send them straight to you. No strings attached. Then you can start using them at your next team meeting. You can role play, you can customize them a little, make them yours, because this one change could elevate everything. And if you're ready to stop micromanaging your team, through memory and emotion, and start leading with systems and strategy, this is the easiest place to start and the one most salon owners skip. So let's change that. If this spoke to you, you're probably already the kind of owner who wants more, more peace, more profit, more purpose. And that's exactly why we created Salon Business School. It's not just a course, it's an environment. It's a new opportunity with proven systems, done for your resources, and a community of salon owners walking this journey with you. So imagine having, weekly calls to troubleshoot and grow, plug and play systems like onboarding, team training, and scripts, and mostly a roadmap to scale your salon without burning out. So you don't have to build it all from scratch, text scripts to 469-283-5590 to get the free download, get the free tools right now, and then when you're ready, let's talk about what's next. Because your business deserves better than figure it out as you go. And you didn't build all of this to just feel stuck. So let's go from chaos to clarity together.